All I want in this whole life, a little red house in a country wife, a picnic table out on the lawn, a couple of kids and a couple of dogs. Work all day to 5:30, a chain link fence and a gravel drive. The wind chime ringing on my front porch, a brand new carpet on every floor, and a rope swing tied around a limb of a tall oak tree. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. A big bathtub in my bathroom, microwave, dishwasher too. The folks say hi when they pass on the street. A clean pair of socks every day of the week. A big soft chair for when I'm old. Tackle box and a fishing pole. I don't care about the fortune or fame. I just don't wanna know my mailman's name. At Christmas time, I'm gonna leave him a gingerbread cookie. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. Every now and then we go on a vacation, big radio and a country station, hot dog grilling in the noonday sun, drink a little beer, boy, have a little fun. Some folks worry about getting ahead, but I'm gonna live a little before I'm dead. And anyway, they say the best things in life are free. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. Yellow flowers and green grass, riding mower that's built to last. A big beer stored on every clothes, a slip and slide and a garden hose. All my buddies and their wives have a big barbecue on the 4th of July, and a cheap guitar so I can play a little melody. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. No, it don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me.
There it is. Right here, the reason we're putting a sheep in here right now, the grass isn't really ready to put them out on pasture, but this is going to be our potato field where we plant potatoes here in the next couple weeks. So we're going to let them eat here, you know, put their manure on the ground, and then till it up and plant our potatoes, and we should be good. Thanks for stopping by, Buck. You slobber too much. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Bluetti. Bluetti makes portable power stations with super load carrying capacity, fast charging, long battery life, the super high price performance rate Life PO4, UPS function, and solar charging. Now, we're no strangers to Bluetti. We still use the Bluetti we had a couple years ago when we lived off grid. We actually had a Bluetti AC, I believe it was a 200. We have not had any issues out of it, so we trust that their new unit is gonna be probably even better. Bluetti sent us the AC 180. Got a wireless charger on the top. You can just set your mobile phone device or whatever wireless charger right on top of it. 4 different AC outputs. You could run all 4 at the same time. As a DC, USBs, fast charge, slower charge, 12 volt DC output. At a full charge, the Bluetti can charge your cell phone over 100 times. Charge it inside here, you just plug it into a wall. All the USB charging ports come in handy no matter where you're at. You can charge it in your 12 volt adapter in your vehicle. You could also charge it by solar. Works awesome around the farm, no matter what you're doing. I actually used my metal chop saw doing some trim work in my garage just the other day. I didn't know if it'd run it. That's a pretty big motor on that metal chop saw. No problems. You're probably wondering how I'm gonna power it when I have no power out here. Well, let's thank Bluetti for that. Moment of truth. Woo-hoo! I'm really amazed by the performance of the Bluetti AC-180. Unlike the other power stations you get, big, heavy, bulky, the Bluetti AC-180 is no boat anchor. Get yourself one, because as soon as I got this bad boy, you know what I also got? Almost 200 chicks. That's how incredible this thing is. You want to see them? We got your Bluetti chickies. See? I told you. Even the chicks dig it. Be sure to check out our link in the description below.
My dad tilled all this up for a potato field, and yeah, so we take these big rocks out and just throw them aside, and we take roots out and throw them aside. Today we are doing potatoes. We're not planting them. Autumn and Dad right now are cutting them up, so for tomorrow they can dry, so we can plant them tomorrow.
So these were from Tractor Supply. It's a veteran-owned company that guaranteed to grow. They sell these things. Late summer harvest. These ones are Yukon Gold. We got Yukon Gold. They're all GMO free. We got red Norland. We got a few of these purple looking Aeroduronic blue. I probably said that wrong, but that's just what it is. But what we're gonna do is make sure we keep all of them in the same rows, so we know which ones grow the best, which ones taste the best, which ones produce the best, and which ones last the longest. This is what we're gonna do in this big giant garden over there.
So we had to pick out the big rocks, which are over there and over there. And we had to get some of these out, only the really big ones. I guess we forgot this one right here.
Doing is they got little buds on them now. We're just cutting off different sections. Some people just put them in whole, but you get a lot more, I think, if you cut them like little inch sections, cut little buds off, plant them right next to each other. You get a lot more out of one seed potato that way. So we're planting tomorrow, and seems they already have buds on them. What we're gonna do is let them air out. They callus over a bit so they don't rot when they're in the ground. So let them air out for a day, a little bit in the sun. I don't know if it's supposed to be in direct sunlight, but here we are anyway. And then tomorrow we'll put them in the ground. Haley's swatting flies off our stuff. So these things were in the basement for a while. Got a little moisture down there. They got a little mushy, but they still look to be growing sprouts good. Just getting some mold on some of them as well. I don't know. We're gonna hope for the best. Purpley blue looking rotted moldy thing.
Yeah, I like these ones.
The next morning I got up extra early to start driving some stakes and putting our strings up so we can do some straight lines, get our rows ready, and get our potatoes in the ground. Now, I haven't planted potatoes since I was a kid with my grandparents. But with those memories and the instructions on the bags of seed potatoes, I think I can manage. It said to dig down 4 to 6 inches in loose sandy soil. So here I'm using my string, my straight line, And I'm going all the way down the garden with the hoe, roughly 4 to 6 inches. Now you're probably wondering where all my help is right about now. Well, like I said, I got up extra early. I wanted to get my game plan down, get my rhythm going, so I look real professional so I can teach my girls how to plant the potato garden. After seeing our potatoes today, after they sat in the really hot sun yesterday, I'm a little bit nervous. I think we might have killed them. But we're going to go ahead and put them in the ground anyway and hope for the best. So I'm not 110% sure yet, but I do believe that you don't have to let the potatoes dry and callus over for a day if they already have shoots coming out of them. I think that's where we went wrong.
You're probably gonna have a lot of YouTube haters with how close you're planting your potatoes, but that's okay because that's just proof that you're not perfect. And I love having proof that you're not perfect. But husband,
What?
you're perfect to me.
Oh, good. That's all that matters. There's 2 rows, Yukon Gold. Hopefully we get some luck with them. These ones here are red Norlands. And they look a little healthier than the Yukon Golds look.
You got a really pretty farmer's tan.
You like that?
Yeah.
I know. I call it
It makes me feel like I'm married to a farmer.
I call it the farmer's tan. First 2 rows, Yukon Gold. Next 2 rows, red Norlands. Potatoes we got here, Haley. Those ones right there are Kennebec. Gold looking yellow things are Kennebec. The other ones are what? Blue Aaron Doc? Something like that. There you go. Set them down right here. So what we want to do is, you see this part right here, the chute? It's got to be upward. The bottom's got to be nice in the ground, like on the ground like that. So let's do it like a foot apart, okay? So your next one will be like this. So that the cut part's on the ground like that and the shoots are facing upward. These things can lay on the side if they're that long. Okay. You gotta make sure they're in the dirt. Good like that. Don't squeeze them too bad. All right, all the way down. Ready for the next row, Autumn? Pulling straight back this way. You don't keep going until you get all the soft stuff off. Here, that was hard down there. See, I'm pulling it back. I'm not up like this. I'm dragging it back. Okay? Just like that, all the way to the other end. Yeah. You know how much better those potatoes will taste when you find out you did all this work?
I didn't do all of it.
I know you didn't do it all, but we all pitch in and we all get to eat them and feel good about it. I need you to go in the basement and get those potatoes that's been growing up big shoots that look like they're ready to grow potatoes. Okay? And then once we get those planted, we're done with the potatoes. So Autumn's burying these purple or blue Aaron docks or whatever. I'll grab that string out of there, Autumn. Let me see, what's it about halfway down? Gets to the Kennebec.
You do a way better job than Dad does at that.
I know.
Stay in a straight line with it all the way. They're just all coming out of the woodwork to give me a hand. I feel like there's no way we're letting Dad plant these potatoes all by himself. Right, Haley? Mm-hmm. Haley, you're doing a really good job. I'm not going to tell your other sisters, but you're the hardest worker we've got. Okay? You're doing a really good job. I'm not going to tell your other sisters, but you're the hardest worker we've got. Okay?
Thank you, that means a lot.
Thailand, you're doing a really good job, all right? I'm not going to tell your other sisters this, and neither are you, but you're the hardest worker we've got.
Yeah, you totally did not just tell Autumn that.
Shh. Talia, you are the hardest worker we've got, okay?
Yeah.
Good job.
Did you say I was the hardest worker?
Huh?
I thought he said I was the hardest.
What are you talking about?
I thought he said I was the hardest worker.
Haley, you are. Plenty. What are you going to do? Hit China? We're good. Good job, Tylen. We just need to hold a string. Good job. All right, girls, last row. Talia, I'm so glad you made it to be able to do this last row. Whew. Doing a good job, Haley. Tylen, did you even teach Talia, or does she just know what she's doing?
I taught her.
Yeah, okay. This is the last row right here. These are some red something or another. We actually bought organic stuff from the store. Actually, these red ones, that was at the vegetable stand, wasn't it? These red potatoes are from the vegetable stand last year. Yeah. They didn't make it through the winter. They shot up a little bit. So check this out. This row right here of potatoes, see them? They're growing everywhere. See? Boom, 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 boom. Everywhere. So if you remember, these 2 rows right here were the red. I mean, they're even growing over here. Those were those red ones that we didn't even cut that come from the vegetable stand. Now, if we come over here, to where we cut those, we bought from Tractor Supply, oh boy, we've got 0 growth so far. 0. So I don't know. I think I totally screwed them up. There is nothing. It's only been about a week. So it's early in the morning. I just crawled out of bed. That's why my beard's a mess. But my youngest daughter, Haley, she gets up at like 5 in the morning every morning. She said there was a moose standing out here eating our potato plants. So I got up, I jumped out of bed, threw my head on, brought my camera out here, and the darn thing took off already. But anyway, I figured I'd tell you about the garden. Check this out. This is how tall they are. These are the red potatoes. Growing good. All these other ones that I was scared about, they just blew right up too. Look at this. We just got rain too, finally. But it looks like I need to hill these things like ASAP. See that? To get them hilled. So really, we did not kill our potatoes. It scared us because it was a lot of work. But look at them. They're looking good. These ones are late bloomers too, but I think I buried them a little deep. Get some grass out here. We're gonna go through and rake it and hill them here maybe today after work if it ain't still raining. But this rain really helped kick them off. We're gonna have a lot of potatoes. Cutting your potatoes like we did, leaving them out in the sun, I don't know if that was a great idea or not. I don't know if they'd be growing better, but it really didn't affect them at all. Potatoes are tough. Have faith, they'll grow. Have a good one.